Good morning everybody, and welcome to another video on my phone because I forgot my SD card at home. Today I'm here in the beautiful town of Ocean Springs, Mississippi, where I just had to cross that highway to get to the bus stop that is right there. There is no bus stop, there is no shade, there is no stand. We're off to a great start because today I'm with a couple friends of mine and we are going to be testing out the Coast Transit Authority bus from Ocean Springs to Biloxi. It looks like it's a minibus. It only comes every 90 minutes. The last bus from Biloxi back to here is 5:30 p.m. The fare is $1.50 and exact change only, so this is true American transportation. We're gonna give it a ride, and I'm just gonna show you what I think about it. Let's get riding. So right now we are in the shade of an overhang of a sushi restaurant called Ichiban, standing in the parking lot, and we don't really know when the bus is going to show up because the app says it's supposed to arrive in 15 minutes, but that's just scheduled. It doesn't show us the live tracking of the bus. There's no sign that the bus stops here, but the app says it does, so we're going to have to flag it down, and I have a feeling that things aren't going to get much better once we get to the Biloxi Transit Center, where I'll have something to say about the transit options on the Gulf Coast of Mississippi. Okay, so it looks like I was wrong and the bus does go in to like hit the visitor center area. It said that on the online schedule, but the app didn't say that. I guess I should know not to trust an app that looks like this. But hopefully the bus will like loop around and come back out, because I think that's what it has to do if it stops right where we're standing and doesn't come out on this like street over here. So we'll see. Going well.
We just got honked at by some people in a car just for standing here. We're just standing on the side of the road. It's like so anti-pedestrian. It's like, you're not allowed to stand here by the fucking road. But yeah, we're not doing anything. We weren't walking on the road. We're just standing by the side of it and people are honking at us.
Next time, this is not a stop. This is not a stop at all. We cannot pick y'all up right
Okay,
here.
it says it on the app. Sorry about that.
Just make sure you're at an actual bus stop by the visitor center, okay? Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, so look, since this y'all's first time, anywhere you see where there's a pullover lane, then you can catch the bus right there. Okay. That's right here on 90. Don't catch it right there because you can possibly get hit, okay? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Why does it say on the website that there's a stop right there?
I'm not sure, honey. That website, honestly, that website don't always be accurate. Only thing about that website, it tells you exactly where we are.
Right.
But other than that, that's the only thing it's really good for.
Okay.
But I would advise you guys to get one of those books, the tourist books, traveling guides. Get one of those because it's going to let you guys know every time the bus stops at every stop, okay?
So with the one actually nice and somewhat modern looking type of bus, I think maybe the only bus that the Coast Transit Authority owns in the background, and while we wait for the bus to D'Iberville, which we're transferring to, which is right back there, another mini bus, we are here at the Biloxi Transit Center that is served by these buses and Greyhound, and I thought it was a pretty appropriate time to talk about the fact that Amtrak wants to start operating a route between New Orleans and Mobile, which will make a stop here in Biloxi, and would probably be so much better than taking these buses from Ocean Springs to Biloxi and to Gulfport. The train will most likely stop in both Gulfport and in Biloxi. I think it would be an amazing service, but the freight railroads are saying no. The freight railroads are saying our tracks are too congested, even though Amtrak only wants to do one round trip a day just to start with. This is not a bad transit center. Out of all of the, very small town transit centers that I've seen, this is definitely one of the better ones. However, imagine how much better it would be if you could get on an Amfleet or hopefully a new Siemens Venture train to New Orleans or to Mobile with a reasonable ticket price without having to drive, without having to deal with the traffic, getting some gorgeous views over the Biloxi Bay like we saw. I think it would be amazing, but CSX is saying no, and that's a problem. Really quickly before we get on the bus, this bus is going to take about 40 minutes to get us to the Target in D'Iberville, which is our final destination. According to Google Maps, the drive is 10 minutes, so 40 minutes on a minibus, doors just open, let's get on. I think the D'Iberville Transit Center has to be one of the most pitiful excuses for a transit center I've ever seen. It's literally just a canopy that goes over the roadway with a map and a vending machine. What is that? And as we cross over this gorgeous highway that ends the pretty part of the ride, and we end up in what looks like Deviation Central to me, because we deviate in to serve a movie theater, a Walmart, a Outback Steakhouse, a Marshall's, and then finally our destination of Target. Well, that was another great case of the app being just stellar. Pulled the stop request button after the Marshall stop when we were supposed to. The next stop was going to be Target, and the bus drops us off on like a corner, not even anywhere near it. And we were all kind of confused, so we just got off. Now we're walking through this beautiful parking lot that, you know, getting so much usage. I really have to say I have mixed feelings about this bus, because it seems like they actually try to provide a good service, but it just fails in all the worst places, like the places where you get information and where you actually experience the bus before you get on, and that's where you really need the quality to be good.
82 kilometers later.
This is a great bus stop. We got the sign, which is better than where we tried to get on, which wasn't a stop, and there's actually a schedule, but we are in this like corner of the parking lot near a Bath and Body Works. There's no shade, there's no benches, and it's not even near the Target where it's supposed to serve. The Target is like 2 minutes walk. So, still great. Okay, so it's pretty clear to me that there is only one bus on this route, not only from the headways, but also from the fact that a guy that was sitting next to us on the way here was covered in sand, and the seat that he's sitting in, or was sitting in, is still covered in sand. So they got one bus per route, which is stellar. And right now we are deviating through the back of a Walmart parking lot where I don't think any human has ever set foot, but we'll go through it anyway. We're back at the Biloxi Transit Center. We have the same situation with all the buses pulling up at the same time. I decided to buy this day pass here. It was $6. I don't need it anymore, but I thought it would be cool to have it. But also, they have a semi-annual newsletter, which I think is pretty cool. They have the first battery electric bus in Mississippi, and now we're gonna make our way back to Ocean Springs and hopefully get off in downtown, not right off of the highway. All right, we are off the bus in front of the Ocean Springs YMCA, and you know, not the best bus service I've ever taken. Kind of down to the fact of just 90 minutes between buses is pretty severe. It actually caused us to not do one of the things we were planning on doing today, just because we would have had to wait so long, even once we were done, that it was just not worth it. You know, the buses are fine. I think the drivers were really nice. The price is worth it, but definitely some improvements to be made, including just the general bus stop quality, the app, the website, the communications. It's just the experience before you ride the bus. If you don't know how to ride the bus, it isn't the best thing in the world.
The transportation system in Biloxi and Ocean Springs and D'Iberville, in that area where we took it, is it's definitely very bare bones. It's clear that the only people taking it were people that absolutely needed to take, just like people that cannot afford cars, and that's very sad. It's sad that the bus system is not better for those people, because those people are forced to use the bus system. You know, it's probably super underfunded. If it had more money, I'm sure it could do way more. And then those people would have more reliable form of transport. But as of right now, I mean, the Gulf Coast is a car-centric mess. And you know, I'm happy for anything that we can get. I'm happy for any form of public transit that we can get. Public transport should be not just improved, but just given more money. Like, it needs more money. D'Iberville, a place we went to Target, and we took the bus to D'Iberville, and D'Iberville is literally just like, it has like two sections. It has the section where all the malls are, and the section where everyone lives. And the section where all the malls are is this giant, just this giant field of cars and parking lots and Targets and Walmarts, and you can't even see the end of it. It's like, you can't walk across it. We had trouble getting like a little bit across it just because it's so huge, just all of the stores in one area in the city. And the only way to get there pretty much is to take a car. I mean, we took the bus there, but we can definitely improve, and it's good, you know, what we have. It's good that we have what we do. It's good that we do have any public transit at all down here, but we should definitely have more.